40%. Although lungs. Every now and then it's quick. So our setup was a minute or three ago. So you know what?
um, and we talk about it in the morning. Oh no, it's 11:55.
Sometimes I look up and it's been. Maybe I need some lunch, and I look at the.
That's true because we got Barbara. Yeah.
I'm concentrating.
Better. Most of us. But we're
Like it happened yesterday. Issue. Mm-hmm. So I think that's the best you can hope for at this point, don't you?
Yep. All right. I'm getting notes that the audio is going in and out. So what I did is I just switched over to the laptop microphone. Let me know if that helps. If by switching over to the built-in microphone helps. It won't sound as good, but it will sound.
But you'll get to hear it
all. You might hear the computer's fan, but it'll be better than nothing. So, all right. Just let me know if that's better. Hopefully it's some improved. Okay. So here we are. We just recorded a podcast. Was it yesterday or 2 days ago? It's been a busy week. There.
I think it was 2 days ago.
Okay, and we recorded it with Kate Dunbar, and it was a little bit of processing how we got through it, all of it. And we created a list of sorts of things that you might have in your RV kit that really could save your hiney in a weather storm, a weather or emergency situation like we did. So look for that to come out Monday. That we will kind of be going through just all the things that came to mind. That I have this in my RV. I have this in my camping gear, or I should have it.
And we all learned a lot because we're not newbie RVers,
but we're
not
regular RVers as well.
I don't know. We're not used to this type of emergencies.
Yeah.
And so in hindsight, we all knew what we should have done, which was, I thought it was really interesting. I actually think I'm going to grab some more things for my cold weather stash.
Yeah, it should be on our podcast page. We're going to put affiliate like Amazon links for all the stuff we talk about. We saw like all different types of gear that might be helpful when you're camping normally, but also can serve as double duty when you're in some sort of emergency situation, whether you're camping or just at home. So I know all of us at least have one or two things on our list that we need to grab so that we feel a little more prepared next time.
Exactly. Yeah. I sent you a lot of things to make Amazon.
Yeah, I saw that email, and I'm gonna ignore it for now. We'll get to that later because it was the long one.
Run away. Sorry. So my idea for discussion today, not just here amongst the three of us, but also you in the comments, if you could help us out with this. My idea is talking about the various places that we use as pit stops and pullover locations when we're out on the road. Obviously, the short list is roadside parks or convenience stores or something like that. But if you have some place in mind, and I'm not going to say the big B word just yet, but you know it's going to come up.
We can't just talk about Buc-ee's for an hour.
You went there. But
why can't you talk about
I
Buc-ee's for
know.
an hour? Really?
But there's so many options out there, and some of them have really worked well for some people.
But only one matters.
But only one matters.
Well, I don't
in
know.
Texas,
We
where
could
they
probably
are.
talk about the Buc-ee's bathroom for, at least a good 15 minutes.
Okay, let's go ahead and start off there. What makes Buc-ee's as a pullover, a pit stop, a destination so wonderful?
Well, the bathroom is amazing.
They maintain the bathrooms.
It is just, you're not going to have to wait in line at some grungy bathroom, and it's going to be clean. You have to touch literally as few things as possible in the bathroom. Everything's automated.
Yeah, I was thinking about
super cool.
Buc-ee's trips in my past. It's only been the stall door. Really?
Yeah, it's really all.
Just use your foot. Just kick it.
Yeah, yeah. And the
Die
person
Hard
on the other
style.
side, they'll be okay.
No, okay. No. That's the best thing about Buc-ee's bathrooms. I mean, yeah, like they're clean. That's great. You don't have to touch stuff. That's
They're
great.
big.
that's
But
so you
the
definitely
don't
lights above each stall that has a red light or a green light, so you don't have to walk around a bathroom looking under the stall finding feet. You
You're
just
that
look
person.
for a flipping green light, and then you kick the stall door open with your foot. It's,
But if you're colorblind, you still have to look under the stall.
you're right.
Or you can stand there and wait for somebody to come out, which is sometimes what I do.
Well, the nice thing is that really, they typically, the Buc-ee's, the newer ones, they have just so many.
Yeah.
I mean, it's. I have
It's
never in the newer
yeah.
Buc-ee's had to. Okay, so in the worst of times, there's a line, but even the longest line in the Buc-ee's restroom line is, at best, 2 minutes.
Oh yeah.
I've never stood in line at Buc-ee's, ever.
So
I mean, there's bathrooms in LaGuardia that are not as big and certainly not as modern. It reminds me of the bathrooms at just some major hub like Grand Central Station, only 100 years newer.
Right.
I mean, it's so automated. It's just cool. But I don't think that is what makes Buc-ee's such an enticing place to stop.
Well, I think that's where it started, but
It started at the bathrooms,
one of the
foundational.
huge perks.
just like Travels with Delaney said, I mean, it's kind of like the bathroom situation. You don't ever have to wait for a gas pump because they have so many. It's like a sea of gas pumps, so you can pull up with a trailer, which is really nice. When I was on my
Yes.
way back from my last camping trip, I
Mhm.
stopped at Buc-ee's, and it was so nice
Yeah.
to just not feel nervous about like, okay, can I fit in there? Okay, am I going to be able to get out? It was cool. You just drive up. There's always one available, and yeah.
I feel like a master architect or planner of some sort has been on staff at Buc-ee's for a while, and and you're right. It's also how far apart the pumps are to allow for passage of larger trailer situations or whatnot. I mean, they've done a lot of things right. They can't be the only one.
Yeah.
It's just that no one else has made it as big in Texas.
Okay, but let's think about it this way. All of that is great. It makes it workable for the driver.
Mm-hmm.
But if you've been driving for 3 or 4 hours, you want to get out, stretch your legs.
Yeah.
You don't want to be bored. You want to be entertained.
Uh-huh.
And Buc-ee's, while they don't have a movie theater that I know of, shopping and looking at all the stuff and wandering.
Food.
And every kind of, I mean, everybody's done it. You walk down the food aisles just to see the crazy stuff they have sitting
Right.
there. And then you buy it because it seems kind of crazy.
And it's fresh because they're just cranking that stuff out.
And you've never seen it before.
Uh-huh.
And they do what bakeries do, and they pump the smell of all those roasted chocolate-covered peanuts out into the
All right, stop it. Where's the closest
atmosphere.
Buc-ee's?
I know, I need
So-
some beaver nuggets.
It's just, it's fun to look around.
Yeah, let's.
And so it's an entertaining stop.
It is. It
Yes.
is. They've made it almost the theme park kind of atmosphere or whatever.
So do you think they'll expand and be everywhere
they
eventually?
just opened
They
in
already
Florida
have, yeah.
that I know of. I think they opened their first in Florida like
Yeah.
this week or something.
Okay, good.
So
saw
for
that
overnight
too.
stops, the interstate truck parking only that have no bathrooms. So I'm gonna have to pull that back up.
Our favorite of ours, secluded, quiet, and can usually find a spot in the corner away from other trucks.
Mm-hmm.
Perfect.
That's what we're talking about.
Bell Brothers have free dump. Sorry, Clint. I'm moving
That's fine.
ahead.
I'll just
I just
pop that up.
I just saw that
Sure.
it was from the same person. Oh, free dumping with fuel purchase. That's good to know. Where's Bell Brothers? Is that
yeah.
like a gas or a truck stop?
I don't know what Bell Brothers is.
I've never heard of Bell Brothers either.
Mike, where do you find these Bell Brothers?
And Mike, have you ever been to a Buc-ee's?
I
Does Buc-ee's have a dump station?
wonder because they have truck
Right.
fill up stations on the backside. I've just never had to drive back there because
Huh. Out east. All
out
right.
east. Well, I guess we have to make plans to travel out east.
We'll have
and
to
maybe
go that way.
meet up with Mike is
Or
what we should
that
do.
way.
Yeah.
Bell
Okay.
Brothers.
Buc-ee's is
Never-
amazing, and we stop all the time in Texas. One stop for all needs. That's true. Food, gas, shopping. Agree on shopping. Yep. All right. Warner Robins.
Georgia.
Oh. That's where it is.
There's one in Georgia?
Oh,
Is that what
they
GA
they
is,
going-
Georgia?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. I'm like, I keep saying Georgia, but I feel like maybe
In the
I'm
land
wrong.
of Ga.
Gaga. Gaga has Bucky. No, I love that everybody gets to experience Bucky's now. Now, if everybody could experience HEB, then there would be no reason to stay in Texas
I
anymore.
heard HEB was actually trying to get outside of Texas.
Yeah, well, they've
there are
been in Mexico
yeah.
for a while. I think there's probably
Mexico?
No, Mexico.
Mexico?
Yeah, but I think that
Oh.
they also have like a satellite location, maybe in New Mexico, maybe one in Oklahoma.
Yeah,
They've
I think
tried.
there's a
I think.
couple up there.
Yeah.
Come on.
Anyway.
I
Well,
think-
as long as the HEB in Texas doesn't suffer, I mean, that is our staple.
Well, HEB basically saved us from the freeze.
Oh, it's
Honestly,
Amazing.
HEB is our backup plan for government in Texas.
HEB is the government.
So this one comes up, and I can't see why not. Cracker Barrel.
Yes, I hear that all the time.
They take care of RVers as long as the city that they're in allows them to. You know, there are some
Some
city
they
ordinances, city ordinances that don't allow, because you hear Cracker Barrel and Walmart all the time, but
Yeah.
cities have started to crack down on their
Oh.
ability to
host RVs
Yeah.
and yeah.
But you know, I've never thought of Cracker Barrel as a place to pull in just to go to the bathroom.
no.
I've never-
They don't think of it that way.
So
either.
they're thinking if you stop to go to the bathroom, you might as well eat something, and they're
Right.
hoping you walk in and eat.
And
Yeah,
there's
they'll
some-
also
I've never thought of that.
They'll
just
bring
for a
food to
break.
your RV for you.
Mhm.
No, they won't.
Yes, they will.
Mhm.
What?
Yes, I mean it's like
I mean, it's
like a to-go order
Yeah.
basically.
it's
But
not curbside service. It's just beyond the curbside
Yeah,
service.
but they'll bring it to your RV instead of bringing it to your.
So do you
car.
walk in and order and then go back
No,
to
you
your
call
RV?
them.
Yeah.
It's called a phone.
It's been around a while. You turn
I
the little
never
crank
knew
on the
that.
side.
Operator, please connect me to number 4.
Okay, wait. Because the Buc-ee's that I've seen,
Oh, we're back to
not
Buc-ee's?
the Buc-ee's. No.
The Cracker Barrel.
Brain fart. Cracker Barrel.
Okay.
I mean, they do have a few slots in the back, like bus slots and RV slots, but it's not huge.
No, it's not.
Well, they know that they're not the destination; they're a waypoint. They're a pass through. They know it, and they know that RVers tend to be grateful for any place like that. So they're
But-
probably going to get business.
With
Okay.
Walmart and Cracker Barrel, you're encouraged to just like call them and talk to the manager
Talk
and
to
say,
the manager.
I'm going to be here this night, is that okay? So that way you don't, get hooked up to a tow truck in the middle of the night.
Oh,
We
check
use the
this out.
Cracker Barrel app to place and pay for our order ahead of time. Boom. There's an app
Cool.
for that.
What? No hand crank phone?
No, there's an app for that on your hand crank phone. You got to crank it like backwards, then front.
And then press the pound key.
Yeah.
I never thought I just learned something. But breakfast when you wake up at Cracker Barrel, I am all about breakfast.
And it's
if
all
I
day
am
at Cracker
just
Barrel.
passing through,
That would make me hungry.
then and I don't grab a camp spot, that would be awesome.
The good news is there's a Cracker Barrel just a half mile away from this location.
I know, and now I'm thinking I know what I want
I
for
know.
lunch.
For breakfast?
Well,
Breakfast is
It's noon.
I am one of those breakfast all day long people.
right. You can have
So-
breakfast for lunch.
Yeah. Well, yes, Charles with
Yeah.
Delaney, big fans of
Cracker
Cracker
docking.
docking.
Woohoo!
I think
We
that
should-
needs to be a T-shirt.
We need to hashtag that cracker
Yeah.
docking.
Cracker docking. I'm
I mean,
down.
Maybe it's
Yeah.
already out there and we don't know it. Maybe we're behind.
We are.
Okay.
Oh,
Well, I prefer cracker docking to wall docking.
all right.
I think me
So-
too.
Just from a phraseology
Well, what about
standpoint.
Bucky docking?
Buck, buck docking? Buck dock.
No,
Buck-
I'm not okay with that.
I'm gonna keep saying it. Bucking docking. Buck docking. Bucky docky.
Talk to
Oh,
manager
my
Kim.
apologies.
I heard some Cabela's will allow overnight
That's true.
parking.
That's true. That's I heard that was true of the one down in South Austin, down in the Kyle Buda area as well.
There is
That's
a
true.
crackle barrel just a few miles from everywhere.
And
Thank
did you-
goodness, right?
I saw on probably Facebook a guy who was trying to go to every Cracker Barrel in the U.S. with
Goals.
his trailer. And I was like,
When
oh
you
my
got nothing else
gosh,
to do.
that has got to be so many.
Well, yeah, and they've had
And then
a
do you
good
order
run
the
of it.
same
So
thing?
they, well, if you're going for expediency to get to the next one, yes, you order the same thing, all
But-
dessert.
Oh my
Like a
gosh.
biscuit.
I mean, that's like
I would
going
like
to
to
every
biscuit.
Denny's in the U.S. How do you even
Oh,
consider that?
well, Denny's, I think that they're decreasing in numbers, so you don't need to
Well,
take the
that's because they're terrible. But
Ooh.
Yeah, say that
Let-
on live
let
I am
Facebook
gonna say
television
that.
right
Let
now.
me know if that
Denny's
is fighting
it's
words.
true.
And this is PJ, by the way, Denny's, because I know that you
Yeah.
have a pretty active social. So
How do you feel about
No.
Waffle House?
I guess okay.
I like me some grease. I know that.
I love Waffle House only because back in the day that I would be up all night, Waffle House was the go-to.
You don't like moons over my hammy?
I love, but that's.
The
I don't
Rudy-
even really know what
I
that
don't know
is.
either.
The Rudy Tooty Fresh and Fruity.
No, that's IHOP.
Is it?
Yes.
It is. We don't. Oh, sorry, y'all. I'm ashamed.
But as far as RVs parking, I mean, that's not the place to go. But I only end up in Denny's probably in very crowded places where there's no other option.
Well, it's by your hotel or by the airport.
Right.
yeah, by the airport, or I had to go to a Denny's for breakfast one time in Vegas
Mhm.
because nothing was open for some reason. I don't know. It's not good.
All right. I like that goal.
But
Jake-
are we expanding out of Texas? Come on.
Oh,
Kirby Lane. You
Kirby
can't
Lane.
park an RV at Kirby Lane?
No.
Are we just talking about breakfast
No,
places
but
now?
breakfast,
Now we're
that's
just
it.
talking about breakfast.
which is fine. Which is fine. I like me some Kirby Lane,
Then you
and
get-
that is also like a mile from here. So,
Then you get you some Kirby queso.
Mm-hmm.
and they have some good hot sauces.
What? Denny's are now attached
Yes.
to truck stops?
Yeah,
I
It's
didn't
true.
know that.
it's
Huh.
true. Yeah, like Flying J's and all that. I've seen
Have Denny's?
some of them. It's a scaled down thing. It's kind of like having like a Burger King in a gas station. Well, you have
Or a
truck
Subway
stop is
sandwich
bigger,
that's in every weird little.
right. And so your
Gas
truck
station.
stop is just a much bigger version of a gas station. So they have
Well, that totally I would go for because
Uh-huh.
then I could have breakfast.
So what about okay?
Well, that's-
so we
that's
talked
true.
about like restaurants. We talked about Buc-ee's and truck stops. What
about
about
the-
like state? You know, like those state. What do you call it? Where you pull
Rest
over.
stops,
Just
yeah,
rest stops.
yeah,
areas.
like state rest. Do any of y'all use those?
Are you talking about the ones that have like the facilities?
Well, they have like a bathroom, and sometimes they have like a little guest building,
visitor center.
and sometimes they have a playground. I remember stopping at those a lot when I was younger, but it's probably been years and years and years and years and years and years and years.
And Texas only has bathrooms now, I think.
No, there's a few.
Maybe a play area.
I think when you're closer to large metro areas or close to a state line, you'll run into one that has like a visitor center there.
But is
as
that
well.
like a good
Well,
place
that's
to
dumb.
stop and have a picnic or something? Like that's what I feel like those are for, right?
Yeah.
Stretch your legs, eat some food, hang
but you
out.
can't get gas.
Right.
No,
There's no
you can't get
gas.
gas.
So
Can't
like
get fuel.
that's what I'm saying. Do people still use those? Do y'all use those?
Trucks do, obviously. We see them all the time, but they usually have a stocked refrigerator and facilities
So
on board.
South Carolina has rest stops, but do they have like nice visitor centers with them? Are there humans there to talk to or help you, or I
Well,
don't know.
Depends on how long they've been driving. They may not be human, but they have the form, the shape.
North Carolina has wonderful. All right, now we got a North Carolinian and a South Carolinian.
Fight,
Shout out to Sarah Sandalovic in North Carolina, by the way, was the Passy Ferry last night for my child. So
Okay.
thank you, Sarah, or Esmeralda the Passy Ferry. Anyway,
A Passy Ferry,
Yeah.
folks.
we'll discuss later off air.
If you ever want to know what a passy ferry is,
It's
Ask
a fairy
Lindsay.
who steals your passies in the night.
how to.
All right, wonderful rest stops, very large. So you use them for resting.
But they're closed
They-
for COVID.
Yeah, they're using for dog walks too. Good, but closed for COVID.
Welcome Centers. Okay, Welcome Centers. That's a great
There it is.
thing too. Yeah.
That's what you call them.
No, they're different than rest stops, right?
Probably.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna argue.
But yeah,
Up
that makes
north-
sense. So like right when you cross the state lines, there's like some building that says, "Here's a bathroom," and "Welcome to Texas," and we have blue bonnets. And this is how you get to the nearest Buc-ee's. Don't stop until you get there.
So we have some larger facilities like that that you pull over, but then I always see on the back roads, particularly when I'm heading out west because it's all back roads. They have these little bitty like 2 or 3 picnic table stops with 2 trash cans, and I remember stopping at those growing up.
Right,
And we
that's
had
what I'm talking
sandwiches
about, yeah.
and all that, and there was nothing else. There's trash cans, picnic tables, and a
And
U-shaped.
parking
Yes.
spots, yeah.
Right.
There's one on the way to Houston on 290.
Uh-huh.
That's kind of in this little clump of trees.
Uh-huh.
And I have never stopped there, and I have looked at that place and passed it probably, for 40 years. And I always thought it would be so cool. But nobody's ever there.
But isn't there one like one exit up that way on the other side of 35? Look beyond the wall to the highway, the great beyond.
Okay.
I
see
don't
it.
know.
Yeah, there is. There's one exit up, and when you go, it's never mind.
But have you ever stopped there? Oh, yeah, and they redid it recently.
Yeah.
And it's just a bathroom.
I didn't even think there was a bathroom. I think it's
it's a
just like
bathroom?
park benches and trash cans. Anyway.
So why haven't you stopped? Why do you look
I-
at it but not stop?
Well, because I didn't need to eat lunch there. But if I was traveling through, it might be a good place to stop.
I guess it depends on whether you stop and you want to fix something to eat in your trailer.
Or do
Then
you
that would be
or
good.
do you just need to use the restroom or
Yeah.
whatever?
And we have a trailer, but
The All Stays app. I was trying to think of
Yes.
that earlier. Great app. It will show which rest areas have dump facilities. So I'm gonna go ahead and download that. I'll let you know if Buc-ee's has dump facilities.
Okay.
That's something we need to know.
Okay.
will it have? Yeah.
I don't know. I can Google it. But
Yeah,
that
I
app
don't
is
know.
really good for just figuring out where to stop next when you're in an unfamiliar area, because there might be a Cracker Barrel, but there might not be. You might be
So-
stuck with Denny's.
How does everyone feel about just straight up truck stops?
Yeah.
I mean, nobody's gonna be like, I love them. Are they?
They got the
Are
best
they?
showers.
Yeah, like I love dirty truck stops.
Are all truck stops dirty now? Are they really?
No, I would imagine that's kind of old thinking. I would think that they've come up,
I don't know.
but I don't know. Yeah.
I think it depends on where they are. I mean, you're out in the middle of nowhere, Texas, and there's like one truck stop forever, and yeah, I mean it's probably.
Mike says they're noisy,
They
which
are
makes
noisy.
sense. Those trucks.
Oh, because they all sit there and idle
Mhm.
all night long. So they are noisy. One thing about truck stops that I used to appreciate is that they had showers.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
And so you literally, and sometimes they were tolerable and sometimes they were great.
Coin
and
operated.
sometimes, I don't remember.
Yeah.
I don't remember. But it was a lot of moving parts, but it was a good place to, if you were just continued driving and needed a shower
Yeah.
and you could just keep going. If you're pulling an RV, why wouldn't you pull over, heat up some water, and take a shower in your trailer if you had it? If you don't have one in your travel trailer, then I that would be a reason to go to a truck stop.
So this is a point.
That's a good point. I wonder how the trucks feel about RVs at their stop.
Yeah, and
They feel invaded most of the time.
There's trucks, and then there's the people who run the truck stop. I imagine that those are two slightly different variances. The truck drivers, I imagine they're like, that would be a perfect place for me to pull my big truck in, but it's got this tiny teardrop trailer in it. But then the owners of the truck stop are probably like, more customers.
I'll sell more peanuts.
We sell the weirdest things. They buy the weirdest things. It's a match made in heaven.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I think
maybe
as
they
long
should
as-
make RV stops. There can be truck stops and RV stops.
Those are literally called RV parks.
No, a lot of truck stops will
then
say.
you have to park it. I don't want to park it. I want to stop it.
A lot of truck stops will say trucks here and RVs here.
Yeah, that's true.
And so they kind of make it a little easier. And truck stops always have choices of food, and they have places to shop.
Greasier, and greasiest.
Yeah, the coffee's always hot. I don't know what else it is, but it is always hot.
They have the weirdest
so
things for sale.
It's kind of like a Buc-ee's, not on steroids.
I wonder if
It's
old
just
school truck
got
stops
all the stuff.
informed the thinking of people who eventually made things like Buc-ee's and all that.
Of course.
Well, of
yeah,
course.
like
I mean, what do you not like about a truck stop?
I guess
everything that you love about Buc-ee's.
Exactly. My point. It's got food. It's got shopping.
It's
got
clean.
bathrooms. It's
It's
just.
Kind of fun.
It's just kind of. Ugh. So.
Okay, so it has a little bit this mental stank to it, and it may have some literal
Did you just say
stank to
mental
it.
stank?
Mental stank.
Okay.
Yeah, old school truck stops give you the stank eyes, kind of like this.
But here's the.
You're out of focus when you lean up like that.
Yeah, I know. It's because it's locking focus on your eyes, I think.
Ooh, so what if I lean forward too?
Okay. You guys are weird.
But I was giving it some mental stank.
So if you are going to run your generator
Uh-huh.
because you want to have air conditioning and it's in
Truck stop.
Georgia in the summer,
Truck stop.
yeah, good point. Truck
Sorry,
stop
I
is
keep
the
thinking
place to go.
Mm-hmm.
So
Because nobody cares if you run
Because
your
then you can
generator
be
at a
loud.
truck stop. Yeah.
yeah, but if you are at a rest area or trying to stop at Cracker Barrel running your generator all night,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe somebody wouldn't so much appreciate
Right.
that.
Or they don't allow the slides to be put out or something like that. And I imagine truck stops probably don't either.
Well, I don't know. You probably have space enough for slides. Absolutely.
Maybe.
In truck parking.
I don't know.
Yeah. Because they got to have room to pull in and out. So, yeah, good point. If you're going to run your gen, I think a truck stop would be a great place. Just slide right in there, turn
All
on
right.
your gen.
What else did we forget?
You know, where do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable and safe in truck stops? Do you feel comfortable and safe just pulling over in the bare bones basic?
I feel comfortable and safe in a Buc-ee's restroom.
Okay. Yeah, but if you're going to be overnighting
I
with your
can't sleep
trailer,
there? Oh, okay.
they might let you, but they might.
Would
toss
they
you a pillow.
even know?
A
Would
Buc-ee's
they
brand.
even know?
Yes, because the red light would be on. It's
You might
occupied.
burn out that red light.
Well, because they're cleaning every 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think truck stops feel the least safe.
I wonder why that is. I mean, because they typically, there's a lot of activity going on, and oftentimes there's lighting.
But maybe because there's a lot of activity going on, and so it's like more people in and out means
More chance of things.
yeah. But if it's the same 5 people all hanging out in the back of a Cracker Barrel, then the chance of one of those 5 people making you feel unsafe is less. I don't know. Does that
Well,
make
if
sense?
you're going to do something unsafe, wouldn't a sea of generator running trucks be a great place to do that?
Stop!
Well-
Don't be creepy.
I'm just saying. Yeah.
You're running it for everybody.
No one can hear your signs.
Now they're all feeling
Nobody's
unsafe.
going to a truck stop anymore.
I did have a customer one time say, "Yeah, I had my camera going and this woman who was all dressed up kept
Yeah.
knocking on my door.
Oh.
And I said, well, did you answer it? They said, no, it was kind of creepy. I don't know what she wanted. And I kept
At
saying,
a truck stop?
you don't know what she wanted?
Yeah, she wanted money.
So,
For
anyway.
Nothing.
Anyway,
For
so.
nothing. Money for nothing.
But, truck stops aren't terrible. So, we have totally gone off the rails because people have quit commenting.
Because I think that's what I was saying. I think we've named
We've hit
them
the
all.
high
Is there
points.
anything else?
Did we
Is there
miss
any other
anything?
place to stop?
Yeah.
The
Or
side of the road?
or if there's been an interesting experience at any of these places.
Mm.
Like maybe the gravy was not good at Cracker Barrel one time.
Tell us your stopping stories. Your day.
Once
Well,
I tried, but the brakes were out.
I think,
didn't.
I think Walmart has totally missed the boat on this because they could have promoted themselves as a great place for RVs and even designated some RV parking. And it would be something that we would say, all right, we're going to stop at Walmart because you can buy food, you can use their restrooms, you can buy anything you want, right?
But I think, like Clint said, a lot of Walmarts are restricted by, like, the city ordinances themselves. Because if you're not a designated RV park or truck stop, then they actually don't want you there. So that's why a lot of
Yeah.
Cracker Barrels and Walmarts, it's not that they don't want you there, it's that the city says you can't just overnight
Yeah.
park in a Walmart
I
park.
guess.
Now this does sort of beg the question: if there's enough space, if they're not completely landlocked, a particular Walmart could set up a Walmart-owned
Truck stop.
set of spaces
Yeah.
with hookups if they wanted to, or facilities if they want, and it could be a Walmart-owned RV overnighting place.
Well, we should
On
work
the
up a
property.
business plan and send it on over.
Yeah,
I somehow think Walmart's making enough money, they don't really care.
Yeah, I think they're,
Maybe that's it. I don't know.
care.
just another
And
thing.
Linda, you have traveled in a truck camper for so long. Do you have some truck stops that you like and some that are terrible?
Yeah, how do you
I
fill them
mean,
out? Do you just
do you-
buy a couple times and get your eyes on it and be
To give the stink eye.
So Facebook user, buy me, no Walmart, or Walmart, no overnight.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they won't let you. Yeah, they've gotten
Yeah.
kind of difficult to decipher.
Here's,
Hey, Linda.
here's Linda Parker. So yeah, and that's what I've been hearing is that it's been shut down. Yeah, so you do kind of do a first pass to
Or you,
scope it
I
out a
think
little
she
bit.
meant definitely I have ones that I like.
Okay.
Hey, Linda, you have
We
an
were
A-liner.
talking about Linda
We
Wallachek.
have two Lindas.
Yeah.
A Linda with a truck camper and a Linda with an A-liner.
Here, watch this. Watch this.
Oh,
Hey,
the
Linda.
Lindas.
Meet Linda.
Linda.
Oh, yep. Go to info, waiting for Horizon delivery to Princess Craft. So enjoy listening to the. Oh, cool. Yeah.
Oh.
Well, thanks, Dana. If you have ideas of what you want to talk about, we always have a million ideas, but
Yes.
we want your ideas. So you guys help us out with what you'd like to chat about, and we'll try to have
Or-
discussions, get us all a little smarter.
Questions you have, and we can kind of create a discussion around any questions that you guys
Whoa.
have.
Look at this. Look at this. Boop. We will be full time in an A-liner starting Sunday until the Lance comes in.
Ooh, all the
That's-
stories.
That's going to be quite the experience. Mostly cool.
Oh.
It's
Some
going to
other
be
cold and
awesome.
wet.
We want to hear all about it. Please, please, please keep us in the loop with like pictures and your travels and things that you recommend
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
any questions that you have.
Share on Princess Craft Facebook so we can all see how it's going.
Better
the
yet, in the
RV Small Talk
RV Small Talk
community
community.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Wherever.
Ooh.
Uh-huh.
We'll love to see you anywhere. So,
Yeah.
so Linda, you go into the truck stop and then you can tell if you think it's safe.
I
That's
imagine you get a feel.
interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just based on like the way the truck stop looks, again, how clean it
And
is.
who's working there, how many teeth he has. I don't know.
That's why traveling alone.
My Creekside RV have full access.
Okay.
Thank you. It was all helpful. Howdy from Houston. Hi, Houston.
Howdy,
hey,
howdy.
Janice.
How's Houston doing? Recovering? 2 adults, 2 dogs, in an A-liner, full time.
Whoa!
I can't wait to hear about this.
Whoa!
You'll
Well,
give
we
us a
need to
call.
get that Lance going for you.
Yeah.
You're gonna love it so much more.
We need to call them for you and see if we can get that built.
Yeah.
Wow.
All right. Camping cabin in Myrtle Beach.
Nice.
Oh, I bet.
Nice.
I bet that was a good experience.
Camping in cold weather and being comfortable. Love
Oh, yeah. I love being cold as long as I can get warm.
it. Yep.
It's my rule.
So what's for lunch? Who's running to Buc-ee's?
Well, that's a little far, but
well,
we have
Cracker
Cracker
Barrel.
Barrel
It's right
and
here.
Kirby real close.
Yeah, let's go
Beaver
hook up
nuggets.
a trailer, go park behind it, and call in an order on the app.
Beaver
Woohoo.
nuggets or bust.
Yeah, the things we love, we learn from Travels with Delaney. So, Patrick and Patty, thanks so much for always participating.
mhm.
If you guys aren't connected with them, they always have great ideas.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I think that
Oh.
it is...
Linda
is it-
Parker, I will check on it right now. And get with whoever sold it to you.
Oh, deal.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
All right. You're on.
Okay, well, everybody, let's go ahead and wrap this up because we've made ourselves thoroughly hungry and there are people waiting on the other side of this wall, kind of looking like they need PJ's attention. So
Oh.
it has been a blast. Do join us over at the RV Small Talk community group. Share ideas, pictures, all that stuff. We need your help getting that going because otherwise it's mostly just Lindsay and I trying to catch up. So go ahead, be a community over there. We'll join in what you get started. No problem. Look for
Share.
the next episode of the podcast to come out Monday, and like us, review us, and whatnot. Share us. We appreciate it. Until next time, thank you so much.
And if you haven't been to a Buc-ee's, put it on your bucket list.
Your
Yeah.
Buc-ee's list.
Bucky
Your
bucket
Buc-ee's
list.
Ah.
Okay.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks,
Bye.
guys.